Hey, so we're live on YouTube as well right now, and it's a shame I didn't get here earlier, but I just want to record this for posterity, as most of these videos are, just for the aliens when they come to take us over. And when you do come, my alien overlords, I am willing to serve. Don't kill me right away. I have a lot to offer. So, good morning, everybody. Um, we're not going to talk about the Jets because I'm not the same person as I was before that game. I'm convinced 100% we're living in the matrix. So let's go with that point, right? I've got a trade. I've been trading my whole life. I've got a trade that works pretty well when it shows up. And the job is to have a little patience and a little discipline. If you're struggling with trading, why not take a trade that seems to work every time it shows up? If you're not making money trading, why not take a trade that seems to work every time it shows up? If you want to add to your repertoire of trading, why not take a trade that seems to work every time it shows up? And again, my insanity is that we do the same thing every day, right? We all have the Groundhog Day discussion about Bill Murray, right? Bill Murray's in the movie Groundhog Day. He lives the same day over and over again. At first, he's confused, scared, startled, bewildered. And then he starts to learn how to use his new magic power. And he gets to appreciate that magic power. He does the same thing over and over again to better his life. That's what we're doing right now. Inevitably, he goes insane because living the same day over and over again is insane. So right now, I'm on the cusp of insanity and enjoying the power that I possess. But the power that I possess, right, is to bestow this trade onto others. That's what I do. And I still see people talking about trading at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, looking for new ideas, talking about swing trading. What's the market going to do a year from now? What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Stop having those conversations. That's part of the rules. Stop having those conversations. You're here to make money. So if you're only here to make money, why not take a trade that seems to work every time it shows up? Every time. And that's stocks in the news, stocks that have reported earnings that are below or above VWAP. So what'd you do this morning? You came in, oh, the jobs, blah, 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 the CPI, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about economic data. It's just a catalyst to do things. Nobody cares. Nobody cares 2 days from now. Nobody cares about anything. The market doesn't care. We all understand the market's rigged to price. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think or how you feel or what you think about anything. It doesn't matter. None of that works. What works is this trade. So you came in and said, okay, once again, just like 3 days ago with Kroger. Okay, Kenny, you convinced me. Finally, I've been listening to you for 20 years on the internet. Show me what you're talking about. All right, you ready? Oracle. They reported yesterday. They're a real company. Rumor has it Oracle's a real company. It's not a bullshit biotech stock. It just came off its worst day in 14 years, right? We're in a market that is not going down. It might not be going up every day like everybody dreams of it. I hate when the market goes up every day because it gives you less opportunity, not more opportunity. There's less opportunity when the market goes up every day. Trust me. But you don't need the market to go up every day. You need one trade. So you came in today and you said, all right, this is it. Finally, I'm going to listen to this guy. This is going to be the day. All right, the Qs are below the VWAP. What does this guy say? He says, oh, if it breaks that blue line, buy them. Oh, there go the Qs breaking that blue line. Buy them. Buy the Qs in any shape, way, or form. Buy the QQQ, buy the TQQ, buy the calls, buy the call options. Which call options, you ask? In the money, today's options. That's why they're so popular. Zero dated options. They're the most popular thing because now you can trade $349, $374 stocks for the low price of $1. You could buy yourself a 373 call, a 374 call, or maybe a 375 lotto play, and your day is over. You've doubled or tripled your money already. Or maybe you're sitting there with a day trading account where you could buy yourself 1,000 shares of the QQQ. You buy them when they break VWAP, you sell into the move, you got yourself about $1,100 profit. But wait, there's more. The guy says, the guy over there that seems to know things, that guy, he says maybe you should watch stocks that report earnings for a couple of days, especially if there's a big move. Hey, there was a big move. What was that name of that stock? It was Oracle. Oh, maybe we should be watching Oracle this morning. Maybe we should. And then there's Oracle trading below the VWAP the whole morning. Kenny, you really think this is going to work today? It looks like it's going down today. I know what it looks like. That's why we wait for it to break the blue line, which is the VWAP. Did it break the blue line? Yes, it did. Did you buy it? Yes, I did. Where is it now? Now it's above the orange line, which is known as the 1-minute multi-day VWAP trade. Blue line to orange line, proving it every day that the market's rigged. Here it is again. QQQ, and you just had one name, one stock, one trade. Oracle. Did they report yesterday? Yes. They got crushed yesterday? Yes. What did you expect today? I expected there to be some buying because the market never goes down. Good stocks tend to find buyers the next day after they've gotten beaten up. But what if it didn't, Kenny? What if it didn't? Then you wouldn't have bought it. See, that's the magic of the blue line. See, you want to think about things? You want to have a thesis and a premise and an idea? Great. You came in looking to buy Oracle. That's what you did. That's what you do. That's all you do. You came in with one idea. Buy it. After it gets validated. I don't understand. Kenny, I don't get this trade. What's not to get? Watch the stocks that report earnings. Watch them for at least 2 days, especially a company as popular as Oracle that took a beating the last day, the day before. You expect it to be short covering, right? Great. What do I say about expectations? They don't mean shit. You could have a prognostication, an expectation, an idea, or a thesis. Great. Hold it. Keep it to yourself. Hold it. Hey, look, my idea or thesis or whatever I'm thinking is getting validated. Now what do? Now you take your finger and you push the button. And you buy the Oracle. Where, Kenny? At the blue line price. At the price of the blue line? Yes, at the price of the blue line. Right? And there it is. 108.68. 108.68. You're in. Then the stock gets to 109.61 in 2 seconds. What are you doing there? What do you do when the stock gets to break even? You sell some. And then you raise your stop to prior candle highs. So 109.20 became your stop. And look at the stock. It gets to the orange line. What do you do with the orange line? You sell some more at 110.50. And you're thinking to yourself, damn, this does work. And then you say, shit, I wish I didn't sell some at 109.25. But then you realize that's how you're supposed to trade. Right? And then it breaks the orange line. Oh, that's the 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal. Why would you sell it all at one price? The guy says not to sell it all at one price. So you've bought it at 108.68. You've sold some at 109.50. You're regretting it already, but you're selling some at 110.50. And then you're like, oh shit, 111, I got to sell some here. And then it goes to 111.80. And luckily you have a couple of hundred shares left. And then you don't sell it at 111.80 because you don't know it's going not to go into 112. And now your stop's at 111. And if you get stopped out at 111, it doesn't matter because the day is over. What are you doing? What are you all doing? What is anybody doing? What am I doing? I'll pay you $50,000 to do this trade. Just push the button. So while I'm trading the stock, all I want you to do, get me the 109 calls. Buy me the 110 calls. Buy me the 110.50s. Do something. Do something. I've got a trade that works every time it shows up. Every time. You want to back test it? Come over. While you back rub me, I'll back test this trade. I'll show it to you. Every time it shows up, it works, especially on earnings reports. Unfucking believable. Ooh, what are we going to do now? Nothing. You're going to do nothing now. Because your job, this is a job, right? This is a job. So when you do a good job, basically I just come in, I stare into space for a good half an hour. And then I just put my feet up on the desk. And then I pretend that I'm working for a good 2.5 hours. And then I take a break. And then I go out for lunch. I have a cigarette. I come back. I might actually do 15 minutes of actual work. It's not that I'm lazy. I just don't care. This is the greatest job ever. You work for 8 minutes, legitimately. 8 minutes. So now, if you had a job and you just rolled in, you haven't even put your lunch in the fridge yet, and your day is over. The boss says, hey, you want to go home early today? No, I'm going to hang out and look at your stupid face. Yeah, you're going to go. Go see that movie you wanted to go see. Go clean your car like you've been telling your wife you're going to do for the last 6 months. Do something. Make money, leave. This is a perfect morning. CPI data. CPI data. Who gives a shit? What's the market doing? It's breaking the blue line. Buy it. Oh, but the CPI data said the inflation. And the Fed, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Nobody in here, anybody listening to my sound of my voice, shouldn't care about where interest rates are going, inflation, who the president is, the price of oil, what gold doing. By the way, we're at, I'm going to go ahead and say gold not to 5,000 over in the next 60 days. We got 60 days left, people. Remember, silver to 50, gold to 5,000. We got 30 more days or 60 more days. And any day now, the market's going to crash also. And also, if you didn't get the email today, on September 13th, all hell is going to break loose. Did you get the email this morning? I did. The man who blah, 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 blah. Do you get all these emails every day? I get hundreds. The man who blah, 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 says all hell's going to break loose on the 13th. Maybe this is it. You know what's going to be great? You know what's going to be great when all hell does break loose? We're going to be sitting in cash, laughing, enjoying the hell that breaks loose. Because I'm waiting. I'm waiting for hell to break loose. And when it does, I'll be coming with you. I'll be riding on my steed on a bowl of fire as hell is breaking loose, laughing hysterically. What are you doing? What are you doing with your lives, people? You want another scanner? You want to subscribe to something and pay $600 a month for 3,000 ideas to go by the screen and you don't take any of them anyway? You need one trade. One trade a day. That's it. 2 is icing on the cake. And today we got 2. Q's, Oracle. Bang. Cash. Later. You don't need to be doing this all day. You don't need to find another trade. There's nothing to tweak here. You hear about that? We're tweaking our philosophy and now we're just going to alter this and we're going to change that. No, once you get it, either you know what you're doing or you don't. Anybody that needs to keep reinventing themselves over and over and over and over again, I've been doing the same thing now for 13 years. I reinvented myself once. I found something that works, and you do that. Oh, let me invent something else and sell it to people. Hey, look, I got a new keyboard. If you hit the F12 button, people, you are missing the greatest opportunity of your life. Learn what I'm doing. Learn what I'm ranting about. And you'll see the market for what it is. It's a video game. It's a worthless shell game of smoke and mirrors and blatant manipulation, fraud, and awfulness. And what I do manipulates it all. I skate the wave. I'm riding the freaking wave of manipulation and fraud. But inevitably, just like the casino, the longer you spend in the casino, inevitably you'll give your money back. So know what you do? Get the up. Get up. Do something. Well, that QQQ prediction wasn't too good, wasn't it? Wasn't it? This one guy's, by the way, skeptical guy. Anytime you want to trade, I got money I want to give away. I love the skeptical guys. I love the people that doubt. Not only do I love you, I want to give you money, Mr. Doubter, Mr. Skeptic. Can you press a button? While you're sitting there skeptical, can you just press the button for me? One guy's like, oh, man, you said the market wasn't going to go up this year. I know. That was 17 months ago. And then I also said if the Qs break over 303, they probably are going to go to 320. And if they break 320, they got a chance to go to 350, 750. And if they break 350, 750, I said we could go to 380, 750. And I also said that I will stick to the idea that the market will not hit all-time highs this year. That's what I said. But it doesn't matter what I said. It's a matter of what I did today, because that's the only thing that matters. So if you're out there and you heard somebody tell you something, let's say that guy's been right about everything. It still doesn't matter. You still do what's actually happening. The market pivoted 5 times last year. June, the Josh Brown bottom. We tested the Josh Brown bottom. It didn't hold. We capitulated. We came right back. That was in October. Then we had the December. We tested the October lows. Oh, my God. And they held. And then we rallied. And that's where the I don't believe this rally came into play. Once people don't believe the rally, then you know, or I know, that's when you know we're climbing the wall of worry again. It's just a bear market rally. We're still in a bear market. The recession is going to kill us all. And that's when I pivoted in January. And then I screamed for anybody to listen in March, when the market tested another low and then pivoted again. In March, I became extremely bullish, to the point where I launched a hedge fund with 19 positions in them, and it doubled. You know the stocks I'm talking about. That's right, Carvana, $8. You know it. Everybody forgets about the Carvana at $8 with a $58 target. Target hit. AAOI at $250 with a $10 target. Bang. CDLX. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. We're taking callers. Tell me if this works. Caller on the line. It's 9:56 in the morning and you're calling into a trading show. What can I do for you, caller? Caller. Caller on the line.
Hello.
Hello. You're off. You're on live with us on the Hit the Bid radio program. What can I do for you this morning?
I was just wanting to talk to somebody about the membership thing.
It's me. I run the whole thing, baby. Yeah, if you haven't, send me an email and I'll get you a password, and you come in, you get to hear me rant and rave about how we're all making money every morning, all right? Did you send me an email?
Okay.
Kenny Glick at AOL.com. Kenny Glick at AOL.com, and you will be welcomed in like a brother.
Okay, buddy. Thanks so much, okay?
All right, I'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Okay.
All right. Caller on the line. We're going to do a call-in show. If you got a stock you want me to tell you what's going to happen in the next 15 minutes, 1-917-521-4827. Caller on the line, 917-521-4827, as Oracle makes a turn. What's in the coffee this morning? I'm going to rip your fucking heads off, right? I haven't said that one in a while, right? I'm going to rip your fucking heads off. This is the easiest, hardest thing you'll ever do. This is the easiest, hardest thing you'll ever do. It's the hardest, easiest thing you'll ever do. It's hard because you make it hard. Ooh, I'm so scared. Blue line. But what if I lose money? Blue line. But what if it doesn't go up? Blue line. There you go. I solved all your problems. Blue line. But Kenny, the VWAP's chartreuse on my screen. Can I make the blue line purple? You can do whatever you want. As long as you trade VWAP breaks on stocks that are in the news. Oh, you think I should hang on to this one, Kenny? I'm down 18%. I just got the 10Q in the mail. Sounds like a pretty good company. Does it? So did every stock that I've owned over the last 30 years. You know where they all are? Zero. Owning stocks stinks. Go do your research. So now we're going to just sit here and sing, what's the guy's name? Because I freaking love that song. Woman, right down the line. Who's that? Gene Rafferty or something, right? Oh, Jerry. That's why I'm getting in a good mood this morning playing this song. Got my Yacht Rock review going. What's up, y'all? So I've been ranting and raving. We're live across all platforms right now. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And I've been explaining to everybody that trading is an illusion. Trading, the illusion, first of all, this entire industry, this realm that we live in, right? It's built on smoke and mirrors. But originally, it was built on the idea that there are people out there that got educated to the point where we need them now. And we need to pay them to tell us what to do. That doesn't exist anymore. Nobody knows nothing. The stock knows. Price knows. Right? So our whole life, everyone's looking for this holy grail, the whole industry, right? How many freaking books, right? I got 19 books about trading. You know what they all mean to me? Nothing. There's one book on trading that makes any sense. 2 books on trading. 3 books on trading that make any. 4 books on trading that make any sense. The Jesse Livermore book, 2 Brian Shannon books, and that book about failed traders. Try to learn. You ever try to read a book about technical analysis? Yeah. Okay. Good luck. Good luck staying awake, right? Good luck staying awake. The only way you're going to learn how to trade is from experience, right? That's wisdom. That's me. I didn't go to school for this. I couldn't tell the difference between a 10Q, 10L, an income statement, balance sheet. I failed accounting twice. One time was because of drug use. Second, because I didn't want to go. That doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to anything in this industry, except the only thing that matters. What a stock is going to do over an allotted amount of time. And sometimes that amount of time is 2 freaking minutes. You give me 2 minutes, I'll give you the world. I'll give you the world. So, Kenny, can you carefully explain to me how all this works every day? Oh, I'll show you. You see my screen? You see my screen? Now, I know some of you guys don't see my screen, but you'll have to just imagine. Imagine, if you will, the story that's about to unfold. There once was a company called Oracle that's been around for a very, very long time. I believe Larry Ellison, blah, 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 blah. They make software, blah, 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 blah. They spent many, many years accumulating other companies, blah, 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 blah. They make things. And the stock's been doing really, really well. And they ran the stock all the way up all year. It's been one of the best stocks in the world. We all know Oracle. Yeah. I wish I owned it. None of that matters. What matters is what happened yesterday. The stock got smoked on earnings, right? Absolutely hammered. But really, did it? All it did was give back what it did this summer. Yippee-ki-yay, that's what stocks do, go round and round and round. So you know that. You know they go round and round and round. So now you came in today, right? You came in today thinking, okay, bald weird guy on the internet says, watch stocks that report for at least 2 days, especially if there was a big move the prior day. Bing, bing, bing. Oracle meets all the criteria. I'm in. Okay. So now we're watching Oracle. All right. So what does bald guy say? Bald guy says that there will probably be activity. So what does that mean? He's being very vague right there. I don't want to be vague now. You don't want to be vague. So then you come in with a thesis. You come in with a premise. You come in with an idea. Wait for it. So there's your idea. I'm probably going to be looking to buy Oracle today. That's my bias. That's my inkling. That's my notion. Right? So then you got to remember the big part in the parentheses. Your idea needs to be validated by VWAP. Okay? So that's it. Oh, you have just learned how to trade. I'm coming in with an idea. I have an idea that I'll be looking to buy Oracle today. Oracle's a real company that got beat up yesterday. I'm looking for a reason to buy Oracle to have my idea validated. And what is that validation? VWAP, the blue line. Oh! And you buy the stock. But, Kenny, do we buy it right at the blue line? Yes. What if it didn't go up? You sell it for a small loss at the bottom of the prior candle. Oh, Kenny, I've never experienced the winning trade. What do? You sell some of it as it's going up. How do you know the questions I'm about to ask? Because everybody asks the same questions. Who are you talking to right now? I don't really know. That's why I'm demented. So then Oracle starts to go back up. And it's ripping. And you're in from 108.68. What are you doing there at 109.50, Mr. Wizard? You're selling some. Ooh, then it went to 110. What are you doing there? You're selling some more. Ooh, Kenny, it went to the orange line just like you said it would. Great, sell some more there. But then, Kenny, it kept going up and I sold some over there. That's a good problem, Sister. That's a good problem. Because look what happened afterwards. You sold some up here, and then you sold some here, and then you put your stop and break prices where they held, and then you got stopped out at 110.92. Ooh, but Kenny, how come we didn't sell it all the way at the top there? Because nobody's that good. You buy here, and you sell here, and here, and then on the way back down, and now the trade is over. And you can reevaluate what you want to do for the rest of the day. But I've got a choice what to do with the rest of your time. Nothing. Sit here and enjoy the blatant manipulation that is the market. Because look how strong it was about a half an hour ago. But now it's tanking. Exactly. Watch the cues. You want to see something magical, people? Oh, did it just reverse ass crack VWAP break to the downside? Do you have any idea what that means? Well, you certainly would, because it's one of the only trades we ever take. The reverse ass crack on the way down. So the cues went from being an amazing long, holding long, holding long, holding long, holding long, holding long, to the orange line, finds resistance at the orange line, choppy resistance, choppy, 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 and then it resolves itself to the downside. So you'd be getting stopped out of the long, and then you see where it held the VWAP and then didn't hold the VWAP? Now you're reversing the whole position. So, Kenny, what you're saying is I could be long and then short the same stock later that day? That's exactly what I'm saying, Mr. Helper. That's exactly what I'm saying. And that's where you should be. That's where you should be. That's the idea. You don't want to be in one position all day. The chances of you being in a long position from 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 p.m. is virtually unheard of, let alone 9:30 to 4. You're lucky if you get 9:30 to 11 and consolidation. That consolidation either leads to a little bit more of a move or a consolidation that leads to a breakdown. And yes, you could go long, but I just got the alert in the mail that said you were buying stocks. Well, you better be here live. You better check that email because we're long early and now we're short. Check your email. Make sure you got the right alert system. You want to sit here all day trying to make heads and tails of what the economy is going to do? You know the economy has nothing to do with anything. You guys want to debate why the price of oil went up? Remember 6 months ago when the Saudis said, we're not going to let oil go down anymore. We're cutting production. We're going to do whatever we can to get the price of oil to go up. It wasn't what you thought it was. No, that's not why the price of oil went up. It's called supply and demand and the oil cartels. But we're not here to talk about the oil cartels, are we? We're here to talk about making money and running so you can pay for the $8 gallon of gas and the $40 piece of bread. Because inflation's going to kill us all. Remember, it's September 13th. All hell's going to break loose any minute. Check your bank accounts. Biden bucks. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. One and done. What do you want to do now is the question. I don't want to hear it. Q's Oracle. Q's Oracle. What about this biotech stock that I read about this morning? Yeah? What about it? Hoff, you want to talk about it? I'll show you how to. Yeah, you want to talk? Yeah, I'll talk about it. Yeah, I'll talk about it. I'll talk about death of your money. This is how you blow up your account right here. HOTH. Some pump and dump, worthless biotech stock that's all exciting in the morning, right? Yeah, it's exciting. Pulls back, chopping around. Ooh, I could have made money on it in the open. Yeah, now where is it? It's going to zero. This is how you blow your account up. But I'll show you how to trade it. Watch. Watch this. I'm going to show you how to trade any stock. So this is Hoff. Nobody knows what it is. Nobody cares. Apparently, it had some news this morning that made the stock go up a huge percentage, right? Everybody gets very excited about the percentage gains. Ooh! Percentage gains don't mean anything in trading. Points mean things. Would you rather make 1 point on 1,000 shares on a $100 stock or 10% on 1,000 shares of a $3 stock? Think about it. Points is points. Percentage gains are worthless. Well, I made 600% of your money. Did you? Good for you. How much did you have on it? It's about what you made. So anyway, here, you see where it kind of broke down from the pre-market? There was a pre-market pivot. Pivoted off that, tried to rally, didn't get over the VWAP, rejected, right? So that pivot point, look how it came back into play right there. But now, look at what's happening. You see that last area where it tried to put up a fight and then it's failing the fight right there? Now you've got yourself a roadmap. And by the way, look how Qs are going down now and how Oracle's going down right now. And if you just said to yourself, well, are you still in the Qs long on the Oracle long? Do you think I'm still in the Oracle or the QQQ long right now? Did you just hear the main part of the conversation about how you can make money and then probably go the opposite way later that day? And again, once you step up and you're getting better at this, you will be on the other side of these trades. And that's when you know you're on the road to success. The idea of buying something at 9:30 and holding it till 4 is a dream that hardly ever comes true. It's very rare when you're in something from 9:30 to 4 o'clock. And by the way, who the hell sits here from 9:30 to 4 o'clock other than this idiot? I mean, I tend to take a nap in the middle of the day, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, people. So right now, what do you think? Right? Right now, the shorts are in control. Right? Look what you're doing. You ash cracked, reverse ash cracked under the VWAP. You broke down under the 930 candle. And now the shorts are getting excited. Oh, wait a second. But it looks like they're trying to put up a fight. I know. So now what you do is you sit there and you wait. Wait to see who's going to win and just join in. Right? So let's say you are short. You see the bottom of that candle, on top of the candle? That's your out. That and the blue line, because you're not going to let stocks go back above the blue line without covering your short. That's what makes it so special. So right now you're in a new battle. The shorts who got short because they're savvy are covering down here. The longs who wanted to buy down here earlier, they might be buying. So you got yourself the makings of a sideways choppy market. That's why the less you do in a sideways choppy market, the better. Let me show you a couple other names that have been on the radar. Here, ADPT, right? One of mine, right? Hey, this actually might be good right now. Hang on a second. ADPT. It's probably not going to do much, but this is a stock I trade. I've been trading quite some time. I've been waiting to see if it comes back. Let me show you the 3-year chart on it before I even show you something. Every one of my charts looks exactly like this. Every stock I've picked in 2023 has this chart pattern. They've gotten destroyed. They're consolidating. Some have come out of the consolidation. That's been the Carvana and the AAOI and this one I've been waiting to come out of the consolidation. So I've been sitting here stalking it. Doesn't mean it's going to come out of the consolidation. Maybe it's going to zero. I had a guy that reckoned himself a scientist, said this is a company I should be looking out for, especially now that it's crashed. So I keep an eye on it, and it tends to work intraday, while it's trying to figure out what it wants to do. It doesn't look good. Looks like it's going to roll over and die any day, but I keep it on the radar. So when I see it going on the scanner, then I put it on the daily chart or the today's chart. And I see that I missed a little bit of a move. I know it's a $6 stock, and then I throw it back in the trash heap. But now I watch it on my screen. I keep an eye on it. Pulls back to that 78 and holds. Maybe I'm interested. But right now, let's stay with the moment. The moment is the Qs are rolling over, right? The sucker move was the up move. Well, now you know. No, it's not too late. So if you're shorting the market, you're on the right side. Apple's hitting new lows. Qs are hitting new lows. You're breaking the pivot from earlier. All you can do is continue to stick with it, right? Is it the great entry? No, the great entries were here and here, right? You're down to where the stock had support earlier, so you could expect it to have support again, otherwise known as chop. And the way to navigate chop a little bit easier is to trade the stock. Because if you're wrong, you're immediately going to get out. The options tend to get a little bit, you tend to get smoked a little bit more. You're buying those options, especially if you're trading these 0-day options. You're wrong. They're down 30% as soon as you let go of the button. And then you're sitting there going, all right, do I take this quick loss or do I hang in there? Right now, we have to hang in there short because the market's telling us to hang in there short. You see it. Now you got your little downtrend confirmed. Bang, boom, bang, boom. So now the downtrend's being confirmed. Now you need obviously follow through to make money. And the days where it's hard to make money is when there's no follow through and the chop just becomes chop all day. That's why with me, you get that one and done Oracle trade. And now you're just sitting here. You're in the driver's seat. Yeah. I'd rather go short than long the Qs right now. If it doesn't work, I have tight stops on. But right now, it looks like we're going to be right. Now you need to break 372. Let's go. Now, what's it going to do? Where's it going to go? It's going to go to that last area of concern, which is 371.91. And if it breaks 371.91, where's it going to go? It's probably going to go to 371.74. But you've got a lot of area down there where there's going to be some buyers. So you cover as it's getting there. You hope for more, right? And then inevitably what you're hoping for, not inevitably, but you're hoping that we retest the lows from this morning, 370.68. Let's go. Hopefully we go to 370.68 on this whole move. We don't have to sit here and wait for it. But you see how the market's choppy? It's because nobody really wants to make any big decisions now. Market's still very bullish. This is a consolidation in September, a mini correction in September. Oh, haven't you heard? September's a mini correction type of month. We're in it. We're in it. How do you set your daily SPY resistance? SPYs, I don't trade the SPYs. I trade the Qs. I just trade price and VWAP. So I look at specific prices where breakouts happened and where things happen, places of significance. Let's do it. I'll do it all over for you right now. My main concern is today's VWAP and prior day VWAP. We already got blue line to orange line. Orange line became resistance. That's today's VWAP from this morning. The blue line is today's VWAP. Orange line is prior day. Main trade that we take, blue line to orange line. If orange line provides resistance, then you usually get orange line back to blue line. If blue line doesn't hold, like this time, now you've gone from being bullish, yeah, to, oh my God, we're going to roll over and die. And that's trading. So right now, if you're still short the Qs, all you do, zoom in. Look where we've had some areas of some significant areas, little double bottom action right there. That's that 371.78 area. That's where I expect it to go. And if we break there, you've got a couple of other candles to contend with. And the bigger the candle, right, what I have found, the bigger the candle, the easier it is to get through that candle to where bottoms of candles and tops of candles kind of meet. So I'm looking for 371.50 after that, right around here. And if that doesn't happen, right, remember, there's always the other side of the coin. If it starts screaming against you, you're looking at breakdown areas, you might be getting stopped out before you even know it right here. And yeah, whoop. Now, again, if you're trading the stock, I get stopped out right there. I don't get stopped out of the whole thing because I'm in at a good price. You see that spot where it really petered out? That's my next area of concern. If it breaks there, chances are you're about to rip and get through the VWAP, and next thing you know, you got a long trade. So the way you stay in these trades is you don't do anything all at once. So here, you see how you just got stopped out of some? You're still short because the next area of concern is right here. So now you got stopped out of some, but it's a profitable trade unless you finally shorted it here. But let's say you just took a small loss on some of it. Even when you're losing money, you don't get out all at one price. I would still use this spot as an out. But now you're seeing this is a difficult market to trade with options because of the chop. Chop will kill us all, especially if you're trading options. You're a lot more nimble when you're trading the stock. So in a choppy market, usually I'm trading the stock. Thursdays and Fridays, I'll go to options because now you're dealing with cheaper options, zero-dated options. It's basically an all-or-nothing trade on Thursdays and Fridays. If you mess up, at least they're cheaper. You're not getting beat up too much. But I'm generally stock first, options second. Let me get a cup of coffee. But the premise of the conversation that we started with was that in the first 8 minutes of the day, we got paid and haven't done anything yet since. So if I find something to do, it'll be brand spanking new. Right now, got Squadouche. I'm getting a cup of coffee. And, let's talk about rig, right? You guys been buying rig on dips, right? And when I say buy on dips, you say sell on rips. Buy on dip, sell on rip. Buy on dip, sell on rip. Buy on dip, sell on rip, otherwise known as a sideways market. That's what we're in right now. That's my kind of market because I love selling into moves and I love being able to take the other side of a trade later that day. That's the market we're in right now. Buying on dips, selling on rips, otherwise known as chop otherwise known as a sideways market, otherwise known as a consolidation, otherwise known as September. The market's doing exactly what it should be doing. We're consolidating a massive bull market move that started last June. It's where we should be. And if we break down, I gave you all my levels. And if we break out, I gave you all my levels. And right now, we are just trading the chop. Can't take either side too serious. When we break out, it'll be serious, just like rig. Rig is like a microcosm, word of the day. Microcosm, a little example of a bigger picture. Rig is trapped in a range for 3 months now, since Josh Brown kind of ruined it. Here's the 4-year chart of the rig. The whole reason we've been buying it. Consolidation break, consolidation break. So now we're in another 3-month consolidation. Do you realize that this stock has not done anything pretty much since July 7th? Owning stocks rocks, right? But if you kept buying at 750 and 775, you were making some decent trades in this stock, in this move. But I like it because, look, we're still consolidating at higher levels. And if this stock finally freaking breaks out, we're going to get into the 10s and hopefully get up to where I'll show you where we're going on this rig. It's the only position I have. That's why I keep talking about it. $15.29. That's right. Want to see a cool looking chart? 20-year chart on a monthly. How you doing? How you doing, rig? You're basically coming out of a 20-year downtrend. That's why I like it. Except the fact that we're having a hard time breaking through the Josh Brown top. And if you don't know why we're calling it the Josh Brown top, is that a month ago, when we were about to break out, Josh Brown got on the TV, got his 2 friends together. They started talking about oil stocks and how much he loved rig. And since that day, the stock's been dead. Not a coincidence. He got all the sheep in. We got to wait for the sheep. We got to wait for it's going to be a longer consolidation. I still like the name. I don't even think Josh Brown and CNBC could ruin this trade. But let's go back to the Qs, right? They were looking like they were going to roll over, and then they didn't, right? So that stop, boom. Then that second one, bang. Now the shorts are over. Now you're going, hey, wait a second. What the hell's going on? That's why you got stops. And the better you are at this, look, if you just got stopped out, let's say you had a hard stop, and then you see it breaking these ranges, most traders go, oh, man, I just got beat on that short. Good. Press the button again. Join the winning team, right? Join the winning team. If the shorts are getting stopped out, what does that mean? There's buyers. And if there's more buyers than sellers, we're going to go higher. So join the winning teams. Let's say you lost 30 cents on that trade. You just made 60 back. Just join the winning side. Otherwise known as chop. Otherwise known as chop. So if you are not nimble enough to navigate the chop, don't trade a choppy market right now because you're going to get lit up. And you're going to be on the other side of the nimble trader's trade because there's nobody short the market right now. Nobody. And it was 9 minutes ago. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes ago where it looked like we were about to roll over. Now you get it? We're just chopping back and forth. By the time you're done saying something, you got to be going the other way, otherwise known as chop. Welcome to September. But if you're trading VWAP in price, you knew that 372.35 was a really great place to get stopped out of because it made it back. That's what the faux show bro is all about. They get the last people's out. They convince the shorts were going lower. Next thing you know, it pivots. You got to do something right there. You better be doing something here and then join the winning team. Or the better you are, you say, all right, looks like I just got pivoted. I better cover and go long here. Or you're going long here. For the love of God, just don't stay short when you're getting ripped up in your face. Have your stops on. They'll save you. You guys want to look at my nuts now? Not my nuts. This stock. Here, take a look at my nuts. MYNZ. Unless it's a takeover, I'm not interested. MYNZ. My nuts. My nuts. Take a look at my nuts. You're going to love my nuts, right? Stock's been, it popped this morning on some bullshit news, trending down the whole morning. Why am I bringing this to your attention? Well, first of all, it's 10 cents away from the high of the day. It just triple bottomed. It might be coming out of the range, and it might be a VWAP retrace, right? So again, how do you do this? I'll tell you how you do it. You make money on your first trade, and then you become, let's call it a procrastination, discipline procrastination. Now you're in the driver's seat. I'm only taking a trade if I have reasonable risk reward in my favor, limited risk. I don't want to blow my day. What can I do? Oh, all right. Oh, maybe I give this stock a shot at $3.98 with actually it's 17 cents on a $3 stock. Percentage wise, it's pretty big. But yeah, again, any trade you take, as long as you can decide whether you want to take that trade, what's the risk? What's the reward? Well, the reward, you're thinking retrace to 428. If you're buying at 4, I guess you would have to use this. Where's a pivot point here? Right there, 391. So if you're buying at 4, you're risking 9 cents on some, and then let's call the rest at 381. Voila, your risk is defined if you choose to take this trade. Again, let's go see what the news is. Why was my nuts moving? My nuts were moving because something. My nuts says clinical assessing novel mRNA biomarkers for colorectal cancer test showed positive results. Did they? Great. So you keep an eye on it. You know the prices of significance. You know where you're definitely going to be selling it. You know it's been in a downtrend. You know the story's probably bullshit. You know you're not going to let it break that price because then it's probably going back to where it came from and then zero. And that's how you identify price and risk. And there it is. So now give me any stock and I will show you how to analyze it in a matter of seconds. Go. What do you got? Did I even get up for that other cup of coffee? Hang on a second. Let me get one more cup of coffee and a bag full of heroin. Oh, yeah, we got an hour and a half. Ooh, child. Things are getting better now, right? Look at the cues now. Look at the freaking cues now. Did you forget the mantra? Market never goes down. Well, the mantra is most stocks suck, but the market never goes down. That's why the cues are like a miracle. You guys see the study that was put out? From 1990 to 2022, 65,000 stocks analyzed. That's pretty much every stock. 65,000 stocks. 65,000 stocks since 1990. 2.5% of the 65,000%, 2.5% of the 65,000 stocks since 1990 accounted for basically 80% of what the market's done. Proving once again that most stocks stink. The market's a shell game. The Dow Jones that we see today is not the same Dow Jones from 30 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. They kicked the worthless ones out of the club to keep the perpetual shell game going. Most stocks stink. That's why you want to make money, you buy the Qs long term. That's it. You buy the SPY. You're not going to outsmart the indices. They built them this way. SPYs and Qs. You're set for life. No money manager is going to beat that. They never do. It's a joke. Why do you think every fund owns Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Netflix, Meta, and Google? Because they wouldn't be making money without them. because most stocks stink. But I don't care about any of that, nor do you. You care. Give me an hour and a half, and I will navigate the market as best as I possibly can using these tools that have been provided by the market wizards that created the matrix. They're letting us in on the coding of the manipulation, and it's VWAP. And if you watch the VWAP and only watch price, you'll see the manipulation. It's right there. Man, I can't believe that stock went right down there, bounced and ripped up 3 points. How do they do that? It's computers. Low volume sell off. They bleed it to death. Next thing you know, it pops and rips away, and it's you sold out of it down there, and it going up without you. Less of that would happen. Still going to happen. I top tick and bottom tick shit all the time, but less of it will happen. And that's what this is. Think of, you guys play pickleball yet? The most annoying sport in the world, right? You want to crush the ball. You want to smash people in the face, but it's a very difficult game. It's controlled. You got to be controlled. And it's all about less mistakes. You're usually not going to overpower anybody in pickleball. I thought that would be my game. Nah, the better players are killing me. Dinking it and kitchening me. Right? Getting my ass kicked. But I like getting my ass kicked because I'm learning. So what's my point? Unforced errors. The team that makes the least unforced errors is generally the team that wins the pickleball game. It's the same thing in trading. We all know the dumb mistakes we do. I trade worthless biotechs in the pre-market. I'll hit one right, and then I'll go on and get my ass kicked on the next 68. You know what I'm doing now? Not that. I'm not trading biotech stocks in the pre-market anymore. My luck is awful, but I'll buy a firm every day for 3 weeks while it's in an uptrend. Let's go. Oh my freaking God, I will crush your freaking heads. How many times can you see this stock ass crack VWAP break for a day's pay? You're not trading this stock every day? Are you out of your minds at this point? Everything I've been teaching for the last 12 years happens every single day. You know why? Because what I teach and what I preach works. You got a stock that's in an uptrend. You trade it until that uptrend is broken. It's been 3 weeks for a firm now. Every dip is getting bought. All right, now stop. Hammer time. Oh. All right, so there was the premise. I just threw that out there, right there. What did he say about a firm? What did he say? What he said was, when you find a stock's in an uptrend, you can trade it every day while it's still in that uptrend. You don't have to own a firm. That was 2 weeks ago we had money on that call spread, and we did really well. But the stock is still in an uptrend. So if you know a stock is in an uptrend, here comes the premise and the thesis. Okay. All right, I see where you're going with this. So you know it's in an uptrend. Okay. But Kenny, it was down before. Great. You know the stock's in an uptrend and it's down. What do you think you're waiting for? What do you think? Who am I talking to? What do you think you're waiting for if one of the stocks that you've been waiting to buy on a pullback, you've been waiting. You know a firm's been paying us every day. So what are you waiting for? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with flea flap. What are you waiting for to confirm your idea, your thesis, or your bias? What are you waiting for? You're waiting for the flea flap break to confirm your bias, your idea, your thesis, or your dumb cousin who called you yesterday telling you about this company that he likes, a firm. You're buying it at 23.65 when the slee slap gets broken. Right there. The blee blap, the v flap, the schmip flap, right there, the blue freaking line. And where does it go? To the orange line and then beyond. And now you got yourself a 1 minute, multi-day VWAP reversal on a stock that you've been trading every day for the last 3 weeks. And because this trade continues to work, and now you've got yourself another day's pay. Let's do this, people. It's the same day. My freaking head's going to explode one day. It's the same day every single day. Nothing changes except the stock. What are you trading today? It doesn't matter. RCKT, HOTH, ADPT, it's all the same. None of it matters. Where do you think the semiconductors are going to recover after this NVIDIA? Who cares? Well, how do you think the market's going to react when they cut interest rates? Do you think no, they're going to raise interest rates. We're going to be at 12.5%. 12.5% by next year. They're going to raise them another 100% from here. But wouldn't that affect the market? Maybe. I love how everybody's so overly concerned at 5%. You remember 20 years ago? Remember when the world functioned at 9.5%? Remember CD rates in the 70s? You were getting 17.5% on a 5-year bond. Bring that back. Because I'm sitting in cash. Raise them. I got 30-year mortgages on everything I own, and I'm sitting in cash. I prepared for this moment my whole life. Did you think zero interest rates were going to last forever? No. And I hope it never comes back, ever. Because that means the government's hard at work manipulating the stock market to only go up by cutting interest rates, which is another form of blatant manipulation. And right now, if you're not long the Qs or maybe the Affirm, don't wait for me, right? It was like right on cue. It was right on cue. When someone says, is it too late to short? I was like, I don't know. It looks like we're going to roll over, but just make sure you got stops on because we're in a choppy market. And choppy markets will kick the shit out of you. Now you got the dip and rip of the century, right? Rip to the orange resistance. Rolls over, doesn't break down, the buyers are back, otherwise known as choppy sideways action. Now you understand, choppy sideways action is our friend. It's not to be feared. This is the market you want. You don't want all the fund managers and wannabe fund managers and gurus and schmucks out there that think they know what they're talking about and everybody's a genius when the market goes up for 9 straight years like Cathie Wood. She's no smarter than anybody in here. She was a product of a market that went up every day for 3.5 straight years. My dog took a dump on a keyboard and pressed a couple of buttons. He was up 30% last year. What are you, nuts? Give me a sideways market where you actually have to know something and learn how to trade and price. This is my kind of market right here. Everyone's a freaking genius in a bull market. So more or less the reason I hate bull markets. Because every schmuck analyst out there throwing just price targets out of his ass. Oh, look, I was right. MBA. And the same MBAs and the same bankers and all the same geniuses were the ones that were selling you worthless piece of shit bonds that crashed the market and they were bailed out. Stay angry, people. Nobody should like this industry after 2009. We were all robbed blindly, and we didn't do anything about it. And we let them get away with it again. Nobody should have money in funds. Everybody pull your money out of the funds. Then we'll see what the market does. You're paying some guy 8% so he could sit on your money and not beat the S&P? Why? I'm amazed that the mutual fund industry still exists. Like somebody's going to be able to outdo the Qs. Nobody beats the Qs. Nobody beats the Qs. Nobody beats the Wiz. And nobody beats VWAP trading for intraday activity. There's nothing. There's nothing that's ever going to come close. Orange line is the multiple time frame VWAP. And when you get over the multi-day, that basically solidifies the move. HKD. Who's still in HKD? Oh my God. I hope it's like from recently, not from like back in the day. Hey, I don't mind it right now, actually. What's going on? HKD. Wow, there's a blast from the. Oh, damn. Hell yeah. But I'm liking UPST also. By the way, UPST, SOFI, and AFRM. They're all in nice little uptrends. I like Affirm better because it trades, it's cheaper and it just trades better. UPST is a little bit more aggressive. SoFi is more dead. But let's look at HKD. So somebody's in this stock. Now, hopefully, it looks like it got halted. Is it halted right now? No, it's just not moving. So, okay, if you happen to be watching it, let's say you missed that news came out, bang, bang. So it stayed above the VWAP and then broke the news candle. That's where I would have bought it, 550. If I'm in a stock at 550 and it goes to 575, I'm selling some. So I would have sold some at 575. Now I'd be looking for 6. And the bottom of this candle, look at that, you mother. Like I created this thing. That's my out. And that's my only out now because I would have sold some at 575. I'm looking for 6, right? Hopefully it gets to the 6 now. But now you say, all right, I sold some at 575. I'm not letting it break 575 on the way back down. So 575s are out. And if you really want to let it breathe, the VWAP is 566, and that's kind of where it made a turn. So now I'd be lightening up because you got paid and you're looking for more. Okay, keep throwing symbols at me. Rambus, I never day trade because there's not enough volume, but not going to complain about that. So again, most of what we do here, right, is being in the right place at the right time. And how are you in the right place at the right time? Let's go back to the original conversation. How are you in the right place at the right time? Stocks that are in the news, watching companies that reported, and the QQQ. Wham. So you pick your favorite 5 or 6 stocks. Maybe you're a Rambus trader. I love Affirm and, my list of stocks like and again, you got my list, Qs, and then, of course, Oracle. So let's say today you were saying, all right, I missed the beautiful 10-point bounce on the Rambus over the last couple of weeks. They did an offering, blah, blah, blah. The stock's been in the news. I still think this thing's going to 250. What? What did he just say? I think this is a $250 stock 4 years from now. I'm not joking. This stock is on the cusp of a 25-year breakout. No shit. But you take that under advisement. Doesn't matter where I think it's going to be in 4 years, right? Let's say you're watching it today and you're like, oh man, I missed another great move. Okay, cool. And then it comes plummeting down, tries to rally, breaks the low, and then comes right back. That's your faux fake out, shake out. And then why not buy it at 47.40 using that 20-cent risk? And then you got yourself the VWAP break at 57.72. You got another 30 cents on top. Not bad action on the long side. But now those levels that were significant on the way up are your stops on the way back down in case this thing decides it wants to chop around, which chances are that's what's going to happen because most of today is kind of chop. Take a look at HE for a second, right? You motherless, I will kick you in the face. How are you not watching this stock every day, right? It's on the main watch list. There's a reason the stock's on the main watch list. It's active, it's cheap, and it trades well. Blue line to orange line. Orange line in this case, prior support, prior VWAP became support. And then you say to yourself, oh, okay, it's holding support. Oh, look, VWAP, it hit 13 and it got rejected back to the orange. You know what I'm going to do? If it breaks 13 and the VWAP, I'm in. $13 stock, generally, what are you doing? You're buying, you can buy the $13 calls, obviously, or I usually buy the stock, 1,000 shares minimum. Stocks under 20, I'm usually doing 1,000 shares. 1,000 shares at 13, I'm selling some at 13.12, using 13 as my out, so I held the pullback. 13.20, I'd be looking for 25 now, but my stop would be 13.12. I mean, maybe you make yourself $150. Come on, keep spitting them out. I can analyze any chart. 2 seconds, 3 seconds tops. What else you got? BTU, somebody said. Ooh, beautiful out of the gate. Little ass crack action right there. Little VWAP breaking right there. If you're in it, I would have sold some. And your stop basically is, I'd give it right under the VWAP, 23.35. 20, and the ass crack is 23.30. GM and C and AI. Ooh, AI. I haven't looked at that one since the earnings. G to the M. G to the M. G to the M. Faux show bro right there, right? When the stock breaks a new low and then comes right back, that's very bullish. But right now, because we're in this tight sideways kind of choppy market, you're getting back to VWAP, which is more or less the fair value of any stock. And you're kind of just making homes here. So if I was long right now, I'd be a little nervous, but I wouldn't get out unless, look, you got a triple, quadruple top break right there. That's your stop, 33.85. And then if you're going to let it breathe, the levels where it pivoted from are your other stops. So if you're long, 85 and 68 are your stops. If you're short, you're just waiting to see if it rolls over, and you're using 34 as your out. See, I can analyze it for both sides. I know exactly what everybody's thinking. Don't tell me we're missing it again. Oh, buy it. I'm in. I was waiting for the stock to go do something today. I'm just going to buy a little bit. Where did I buy it at? I could wait. Let me see what price I'm trying to get. 569. Give me 569. $579, $580, $576, $576. I'll nibble at $569. Why? Because that was the price it kind of broke out from. But if it holds this little, if it consolidates above that break and then starts ripping, could be very interesting. By the way, if you guys know about WeWork, this was 20 cents the other day. It did like 1,000 to 1 reverse split. These weird. Oh, and I'm in. I'm in. 69, baby. I'm in at 69. Woohoo! Oh, I can take my profit right now, baby. Look out. How did you know it would go back to 69? Because I'm a freaking wizard. Nothing matters until we sell it, right? Uh-oh. What if it breaks down? Sell it. Because it's going to go to zero. I'm going to give it maybe the 18 cents, 19 cents. I'll give it to 550. Where's this break right there? Yeah, I don't even want to let it breathe that much. Yeah, 540. Yeah, I want to let it. Yeah, I don't want to get too comfortable trading this worthless piece of crap. Yeah, I'll give it to the half. You guys watching the Qs, right? Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. That's right, WeWork. Now, if you didn't sell it on the first move, right? Did you just buy some more? Did you get scared? I'm not going to get scared until 550. That's right. All right. Now I'm putting an offer out at 582. I'm going to see if anybody wants to buy some from me now. I'd like to be able to sell at 582. You know, little $5 stock with a 10-cent spread, you better sell it on the offer. 76. And the only reason I'm watching this garbage right now is that this stock is in play and it's been on fire. 80s are trading. 80s. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 81. 82 sold to that guy. 82 sold to that guy. All right, now we look for 6. Now we look for 6. Now we look for 6. Come on, baby. Now we're looking for 6. Just sold some at 82. You took some money off the table. What'd you have? 14,000 shares. You sold 8,000 shares for a 13-cent profit. Let's go. Now you could raise your stop to break even if you want. 569. You're probably going to have to let it breathe. I was expecting that move to be a little bit better right there, but took something off the table at 82. Right? Now it feels a lot better when you take something off the table, right? You took half off the table. Why not? It's a $5 stock. You got your eighth of a point. Now we need 82 bid. Get back on the bid. See, it takes the fear out of the trade. Because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking this stock's going to 0. Not with me in it. Not with me in it. I'm going to ride this puppy until I'm forced out of it. Right? Now, if I don't get 585 on the bid soon, here you go, 85 bid, 87 to trading, 87 on the bid. Hopefully we get to the 6 where I'll be waiting to sell some. You know where I'm going to sell some? Right here, actually. Put it 87. 87, oh no! 87, sold another hunch. Why 87? 7/8. Exactly, if you were wondering there, Mr. Wizard. Now 5 7/8 bid. We're looking for 6. We're looking for 6 on the Wii. And if it breaks 6, all hell's going to break loose. But sell some at 5.99. 5.96. Oh, you thought we had it. 96. Come on. 96. 99. Sold 99. Don't sell it all. Don't sell it all. Wait for it to break 6. But sell some here at 99, baby. You're in from 69 to 99. That's a decent trade now. I don't want to hear it. 6s are trading. 6s are on the bid. Now we're looking for 612. Offer out. 612. Why 612? Eighth of a point. $6 stock. Raise your stop to 587. Raise your stop to 575. Whatever you do, don't lose now that you're profitable on the trade. Now that you're profitable on this WeWork, you see how I conjure money up out of my ass? Give me 5 minutes. I'll find a winning trade. That's why I'm never having the fear of missing out. Missing out of what? I am the market. Missing out. I got no fear. I have a fear if it breaks 575. I got some fear. I ain't letting it go back below 575. I should have sold it at 587. That's usually the way I do it. Where I sold on the way up is where I sell on the way down, but I'm going to give it a little breathing room to 575 now. And they're going to get me anyway. Might get me. Oh, and they got me. I'm out. Oh, well. Hey, look, we sold some at 6. That was the plan, right? Now, if it rips up without me, maybe I do it again. Or maybe I don't. You see how we just found that trade? The trade found us. That's how it works. Give me another one. Give me another one. You guys make $190 on that trade? Should have made more. Is anybody here? Is anybody buying it back? Look, I bottom ticked it like a freaking rookie. Because they know where my stop was. They knew where to get me. Oh, the guy wants to sell at 575? Great, let's go get him at 575. I don't know, man, but I'm not the same human being as I was before that. I mean, we were joking around, and I'm a huge Jets fan. I get emotional about the Jets. And when he was coming here, I didn't get emotional at all because I said, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it past the first game. He's going to either break a rib He'll have a stroke. Something awful is going to happen. And then it happened. And I'm sitting there witnessing it live. I'm never going to be the same person. But after the rainbow came out, and I said, you know what? Even though he's hurt, we're still going to win this game. And we actually won the game. It was one of the most glorious moments ever. I watched the highlights now. I'm up to like 58 times. I've watched the highlights of that goddamn game. And I'm telling you right now, I'm betting $30,000 on the freaking Dallas Cowboys because that's how much it means to me if they win. No, I'm not going to bet that much. But if they beat the Cowboys, if they go into Dallas after what Dallas just did to the Giants, if the Jets go to Dallas, in Dallas, and win that game, it doesn't even compute to my feeble mind that could even happen. Because there's no way. I mean, you got to understand the Jets defense was good, but man, that guy had one of his worst games ever. And the Bills are on the wrong side. The Bills have jumped the shark. By the way, this looks like I bottom ticket like a. And you see, let me just explain what the hell just happened. I tightened my stop up. I got out. If I would have let it ride to my entry price, I'd still be in. Shit. If it breaks 605, I'm actually thinking about doing it again. You know what? I'm not. I just said, I was like, wait a minute. I'm chasing a stock that's already up from 4 and change to get into 6. Yeah, it could go to 750. If this consolidation lasts for another hour or so, then it breaks. I'd be more, the longer the consolidation, the bigger the break will be. But more importantly, look what the Qs are doing since it kind of could. Oh, look. Holy shit, this thing has options? Oh, goddamn, there's a 612. All right. You know, I got a little conservative on this trade. That's what happens. Now, anybody still in it? Anybody rebuy it? Right? We got ourselves a winner here. We got ourselves a runner. As soon as I got stopped out, what did I say? Uh-oh. I think I just bottom ticked it, right? And I did. But that's what stops are all about. The stop hunting programs know where people put stops. I put mine at 575. It went right to 575 and got me. Thanks. But nice job. And again, we've got some players in my room that are in from the original 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal because the 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal trade tends to work. That's why we take it, even on worthless stocks like because when the squeeze is on, woo, nothing navigates the squeeze more so than VWAP. Now, let's bring it back. Bring it back to my nuts. You guys didn't forget about my nuts now, did you? I haven't mentioned too many stocks today. My nuts are moving right now, and they're going upwards. You guys remember my nuts? Come on, it was only a little while ago. MYNZ. My nuts. Remember? You bought some, you put a stop on and didn't do anything for 45 minutes. The next thing you know, it's breaking new highs. Just coming out of that bottom range. Took it long enough, right? Moral of the story right now, it's 11:02. Got paid on the Oracle, got paid on the Qs. Took a little bit of money out of this trade. Ooh. Just got stopped out again if you had some proper stops in. And there's your day. And by the way, what you just witnessed on the chart, that's the perils of trading these weird reverse stock squeezes. You'll get bigger candles than you ever thought imaginable on a $4 stock. Generally, $4 stock trades an eighth of a point. La-di-da. This ain't no typical $4 stock. Is anybody looking for a guaranteed 5%? I got one for you. So if you don't know, let me explain where I put all my money. I have no money in the market. Everything I got is in naked calls on the Qs and basically rig. It's more or less my whole entire portfolio. And then I've been searching with this wonderful, and I use the word wonderful. I don't use this word a lot. If you have a TD Ameritrade account, or you have Thinkorswim, or Schwab now owns them all. TD Ameritrade has what's called brokered bonds, right? So they go out and they scan the entire country for you, and they give you the best ones you could buy. Right now, you can get they've sold out, but right now you could still get, tomorrow they'll create new ones. You can get 3-month CDs and get about 5.35 from Santander out of Delaware, North Point out of Michigan, and First Security out of Washington. 5.38% on your bonds. You better diversify your bonds. So as the market is showing extraordinary strength, Q's new highs, if you want to park your money somewhere, these 3D monthlies over 5%. And if you don't know, SWVXX is a Schwab money fund. And considering Schwab owns everything now, everybody has access to it. SWVXX is a money fund, liquid, no minimums, and they're coming in this week at 5.24%. Liquid cash, no minimums. So good times. Good time to have cash. Play the game for an hour or two in the beginning of the day, and then get your money into cash. And right now, oh man. So, woo! The best moves of the day, especially in a sideways market, is when they overshoot to the upside. They sucker people long, and then we go down. Here, they sucker people short. Right there, you pivoted. Here, you knew the trade was over, and I said you might want to go do the 180 trade. The 180 trade is realizing, oh shit, I'm wrong. I better join the winning team. The winning team is the blue line. Blue line gets to the orange. 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal. Never, ever be on the wrong side of a 1 minute multi-day VWAP reversal trade. Ever, ever, ever. So you know that. So the premise down here was like, hey, this market looks like it's going to roll over and die. And then it did roll over and die. And that's when you got to react. Oh, the market just did what I thought it wasn't going to do. What do? I'm just going to sit here and stare at it and get my ass kicked. No, that's not what you're going to do. You're going to hit the button, say, okay, I'm wrong. Let me take a small loss, and then join the winning team and kick ass. That's a 2-point move on the Qs. You're not on the other side of this trade because of what you thought an hour ago. That's why thinking is overrated. Doing, reacting. This isn't speculation. Oh shit, the Qs are breaking back over the VWAP. Buy them. Especially because you saw the fake out, shake out. That's trapping the shorts down here. Because it felt right. That's why this trade's hard. It felt right to be short the Qs when it rolled over, but then it came right back. And 7 minutes later, you're not thinking, no, I'm thinking I'm kind of be wrong about this. And then your validation of how wrong you are was there. Do something. Do something about it. Join the winning side, baby. Join the winning side. You know what today was? You know what today was? It was a day's pay. The WeWork trade, icing on the cake. The Oracle, I haven't even checked it again. The Oracle was all I needed. I came in with a purpose. I came in with an idea. My idea was quickly validated. Got in, got out, got stopped out. I haven't traded it since. Qs, we were short. I missed the beautiful long trade. Caught the little WeWork, walk away from the casino table, and you're out. You want to go to the Lido deck? They'll be singing and dancing. Karaoke's at 2. All right, guys, I'll see you in Nashville, April 25th to the 28th. So anyway, now that I've introduced you to WeWork, right, keep an eye on this stock for the next couple of weeks. Either it's rolling over and going back to zero, which would be fantastic, or it's going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze again because you want to see a sick, demented-looking chart. Here's the WE chart on a 3-year. Whoa, baby. Oh, by the way, another scam, right? Another scam that he got away with murder, right? Like the guys that run WeWork, they made plenty of money. But the investors got caught holding the bag. Oh, again? Yes, again, because IPOs are worthless. Most stocks are worthless. IPOs are the golden parachute, if you will. You think these companies are going public to help you? You think they're going public to do you a favor? No, they're cashing out. They're cashing out. Every once in a while, yeah, you get a Google that turns into a monster company. Most stocks are WeWork. Most stocks are SelectQuote. You guys watch SelectQuote commercials on the TV? Here's your IPO at $33. The stock's at 30 cents now. How about Wish? Remember this one? Wish. Guys, in the IPO is $650 a share. The stock's at $4. That's what IPOs get you. How's Rocket Mortgage, right? Oh, Rocket Mortgage. Can't go wrong. They do those TV commercials. Yeah, you're in at 40. The stock went to 6. Hasn't moved since. IPOs are awful. Most stocks stink. Don't forget that. And then when this ARM, oh, that ARM IPO is going to be big. Is it? The good IPOs, they start so high priced that there's nothing to do. How'd that Coinbase work out for everybody? Yeah, it would have been a decent IPO if they wouldn't have opened it up at $429. Trying to convince you that it was all, you got to be in. At $429? No, I'll short it. Where was it going to go? $5,000 for a share? Easiest short in the history of IPOs, Coinbase. IPOs are they're just blatant criminal. It's just the worst. I was a broker, remember. You know how many IPOs made money for people? None. And even if when they were up, you weren't able to sell them, well, that's another story for another day. All right? Be careful out there, people. The whole market's manipulated. Don't ever forget it. Trade the manipulation, get what you can out of it, and run. And then go buy yourself some CDs at 5.5. Go get yourself some money funds for 5.5. And while you're sitting there waiting for your next trade, at least we're making money on our cash now. And by the way, when people thought, hey, if the interest rates go up, this market's never going to go up ever again. You guys remember the Clinton era? Remember Bill Clinton? You remember when the tech boom was happening? Market went up every day for 3.5 years, and you were getting 6.5% on your money. It's happened, and it could happen again. And the market's telling you right now, it's all right. It's all right at 5.5% on your cash. We're gonna survive. Real estate, sure. You own massive buildings in Manhattan, you're in trouble because nobody wants to pay rent. Nobody wants to go into work. But residential's fine. People are still doing business. It's all going to work out. I hope they raise interest rates. I hope they raise interest rates, and I hope they raise. Oh, SWVXX. SWVXX. That's the Schwab Money Fund. That's a mutual fund, otherwise known as a money market. The other ones are CDs. So if you go to TD Waterhouse's main page, I'll show you. I can't even show you. TD Waterhouse, their main page. Once you log in, you go to research and ideas, or let me give you the exact title of the thing. TDAmeritrade.com, their homepage, their real homepage, not the Thinkorswim homepage. You log in, you go to research and ideas, bonds and CDs, and they give you this massive tool to search the entire planet for CDs, but they do it for you. And you just click on 3 months, and it gives you all the ones you could buy from. And that's what I've been doing. And I hope they raise interest rates. Ooh, raise them. I would love 12.5%. 12.5% on my money, and I'll start buying 5-year CDs and lock it all up. All right. Oh, that was fun. All right. Nobody got hurt by that Wii, right? Sold into the move. You got stopped out at 575 inevitably, right? Everybody okay? Right? Everybody loving their firms and their rigs. By the way, rig. Don't be sleeping on my rig. Every time it pulls back, you buy this thing. It's the only stock I own. Until it breaks back under that, 712, I'm a buyer of all dips. I think we're going to get a nice, another 40, maybe 100, not 100%. I think we're getting 1250 on this easy next year, especially the way it's consolidating. Basically 3 months consolidation. You're still in the July candle. We just got to break that 886, and then maybe we get something going finally. Here's your 15-year chart. Let's go. Let's go, rig. It's time. It's time to get to $10.33. That's really my first area where I think I would sell some finally. 1035, I'll sell some. But I've been in this long enough where I got to make some real money now. I'm not in it for $1. All right. Pleasure to serve. I'll see you guys soon. Again, not much else going on. That's what I like about this market. Not much else going on. Wait a minute. I'm hearing things before I go. Oh, yes, sir. I didn't even notice for a second. By the way, this is the Carvana chart that I love so much. I still think this thing's going at $96. Again, the next 40 points don't really mean anything. We've already had the best trade of our lives in the stock. 1250 to 58 is pretty freaking awesome. But intraday, if you guys aren't watching this stock intraday, continues to be the number one stock. Now Affirm is a nice close runner-up, but here, double top, triple, quadruple top VWAP break on our favorite stock at $49.50. Awesome. You could trade this stock for a living, my friends. It is that good. Sometimes you got to wait. Was a short first, breaking 930 lows, breaking the morning session lows, blatant short, and then you got your little ass crack right there, little faux show bro action, fake out, shake out, and then it comes back above that range where it broke down from. Not convinced yet? Be convinced at a VWAP break. Woo! So even if you didn't buy it down here or here or here or here, there's a new reason to buy it at $49.50. $49.50's got you 50.88 on the verge of it going green and possibly breaking multi-day VWAP. Awesome trade. Wish I was in it. On that note, I'm going to be sitting here watching maybe for a reason to buy it. If it consolidates and comes down to 50.30, maybe I'd give it a shot. But if I'm in it, I'd still be in it. You got a nice entry. This looks like you're about to make another move up. Market's strong enough. Close stop. 50 cents. Just wait to see what happens next. All right, I'm out of here. Good times, man. One and done today, right? One and done. Two was good. Three for three, and we're outie, right? Anybody have any last questions? Any last requests? Uh-oh, Mr. Wizard just bought. You're buying 3.7. Oh, QQQ short. Weird coincidence. Yeah. Some of my boys and girls just went short the Qs. Well, look at you guys all on the same page. Hang on a second. I don't hate the idea. You're getting your little rollover now. Double top right there. Tight stop 375. End of the trade 375.15. Not bad. But remember, in a sideways market, we're getting less and less to do. We've already had 3 or 4 decent trade ideas, 3 or 4 ones that worked. Don't chop yourself up. Don't be overly aggressive now. It's more of a, wait and see or walk away. I'm going to stalk that WE for a little bit longer. Keep an eye on Oracle. Keep an eye on the Qs. And if nothing happens for the rest of the day, so be it. Rock and roll, people. I'm actually leaving this time. All right. I'll see you guys at 2. You know who I'm talking about. And peace be with you. And all that stuff. Look at you guys shorting the Qs. Impressive. You need this candle right now to break down. You need this right here. I'm rooting for you. Oh, it just held. All right, good luck. Be good, y'all. I'm out of here, homies. All right, be careful. Hey, by the way, I am hiring. So if you see on my LinkedIn page, the answer is yes. I'm hiring. I'm going to start doing the interview process soon. I'll give you the terms. If you accept my terms, welcome aboard. If you don't accept my terms, that's okay. And again, really, there's just a few rules. Don't trade anything else other than what I'm telling you to trade. That's it. I wanted you to trade Oracle today. You better have been Oracle. Qs, Oracle. You know what? The WE was my trade. I wouldn't even want you to do that. Right. But on the days where we have 600 million things going on, you'll feel the difference. There's squadoosh going on right now. Squadoosh. So these are the greatest times to trade, especially with my attitude. Ooh, I made money on my first trade. Good. That's it. Next thing you know, September will be over. The banks will start reporting again. We'll have recession talk, blah, 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 blah. We'll have interest rates, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll be talking about buybacks and momentum. And then we'll relive the whole freaking thing over and again. JP Morgan, here comes Goldman Sachs. Here comes Apple. And next thing you know, we'll be talking about the fourth quarter, seasonality, blah, 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 the January effect, and then we're all going to die. All right? Have a nice day. Oh, by the way, if you are keeping track of gold, we are at the 120 day. So again, if you guys know what we're talking about, I promised to buy 40 people cars if gold was $5,000. We are now 60 days away. And I still promise you, if you're out there, I will buy you a car. Actually, I should qualify that because I don't want to become like that whole Mets thing. I will buy you a Honda Civic, brand new, if gold's $5,000 60 days from now. I promise you. 5 of you guys will get Civics. If gold's 5,000, because if gold's 5,000, then silver must be 120, and I'll be able to buy everybody a car. That's how much silver I got. But neither one of those things is happening. And so far, no crash, no recession, no gold to 5,000. If you were paying attention, those were the predictions that I made. No crash, no recession, no gold to 5,000. but you only remember, I understand. And know what somebody told me yesterday, and I'm going to stick with this, and I think it was somebody over at the Jets game. Todd, I think it was one of your cousins or maybe one of your friends. He's like, I'm feeling really good right now. I just want to let everybody know I'm feeling good. He's like, make sure you tell yourself how good you feel when you feel good, because when you feel like shit, you're certainly going to be talking about it and you're going to be letting everybody know. I was like, that's a great point. So right now I'm feeling pretty lovely. And I hope you guys are also. And I hope you guys made some money. And I hope you guys are catching on to what's going on here. Because I'll be doing this forever. There are days where I got no voice, like yesterday. I had to take a day off. Plus, I was a little bewildered still. I still am a little bewildered. Flabbergasted, if you will, at the Aaron Rodgers thing. I mean, it's hard to believe that my nightmare came true. And I feel like I somehow manifested it into reality. And I'm very, very scared of myself right now. Because like I've been saying for the last 30 years, I really do think I have magic powers. I just don't know exactly how to use them. Something about this market, right? Anyway, if you long the cues, rocking, put your stops in, put your feet up on the desk till they get you out. Chip stocks are starting to trend even higher right now. Market's in good shape. The dips are being bought. The sell-off, the seller, the rips are being sold too, but we still are in a very, very apparent uptrend for now. You know the levels. I gave you the levels to be afraid if we do break down. And we'll see where we're at. And next thing you know, it'll be earnings season. And market direction won't matter. Not that it really matters right now, but chips are looking pretty good. Carvana looking pretty good. Just got into the green on the Carvana. And semis, the Qs, and Carvana. I like the combination right there. Qs new highs. Stay long, baby, until further notice, which could be 6 minutes from now. So if you are still long the Qs, right, as you're breaking new highs, what are you supposed to do? Raise your stop up a little bit more. Oh, it's so simple. The ass crack from earlier is the pivot point from just before. You see that little ass crack right there? 374.55. You see where the market pulled back to? 374.54. 54, 54, 54. So right now, nothing matters. Your target on the Qs are 7,000, but your stop is definitely 374.54. So I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't sell what I got left. But I can tell you something, because the market is in the sideways chop, I'm thinking if we break 374.54, I might dip into a possible short. So now I sit here and I wait, because my attitude is I only trade when I have a risk reward trade in my favor. I'll wait till it develops, and I'll probably be in the other room, and I'll miss the entry, and I'll start breaking things when the market starts crashing later. All right? All right. All right. All right. That guy, you're all right, that guy? Is that all right? Is it okay that I can't predict the future more than an hour out? Is it okay? Because I don't need to. And I'm still going to hold on to my prediction. The market's not going to hit all-time highs this year. It might. I know. What if it does? I know. Crazy, right? Doesn't matter. Because if we break 387.50 on the Qs, I'll probably be going long that day. Yeah. And then if we break down, I'll probably be short that day because I'm liquid. You know what that means? It means I have zero interest in what the market does past today. You get it? You don't get it. You're nodding your head like you get it, but you really don't. And now you're going to post something silly on my video, right? Okay, cool. I'm still offering you personally $50,000, Mr. Skeptic. All you got to do is press the button. Press the button and I'll still pay you. You should be worried if I don't pay you the profits that you make me. All right. Okay, then. See ya.